Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton in Lawrenceville, New Jersey to take a look at a brand new 2025 Toyota Sienna. This is the base LE trim with front wheel drive. The color here is ice cap. We have a gray cloth interior. So if you need a minivan and you are looking for that hybrid action, which this one has, do you go down with to the base trim, make your acquisition cost as low as possible on one of these Siennas? Now, a couple months ago, we saw the top trim Sienna nearly $60,000. Here we're almost $17,000 less in MSRP for this one. So you can let me know what you would do as we go through the minivan. So let's dig in. The front end of this 25 Sienna LE, again, the color is ice cap. As we come on into the front end of this vehicle, we're going to have LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, no fog lamps. As you can see down below, the fog lamp plugs are in. Those are reserved for the higher level trims. As we come across the front on this design refresh Sienna for the 25 model year, we have the Toyota badge right in the middle and flat black down on the lower part of the grille. Functionality in the grille bottom only. Now, so we come around to the wheel and tire setup. We have a 17-inch gray aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Falcon all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 65 series sidewall 17s, all four corners, front wheel drive. You can also get the base LE trim in all-wheel drive. As we come around, there is the ice cap color. We do have some brushed aluminum or silver trim up on the upper part of the windows. Other than that, it's pretty plain on the side. As we come around to our side view mirrors, I should say, we have color match side view mirror caps, no LED turn signals, color match front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap. Up top, we're going to go color matched roof, flat black on the roof rails and shark fin antenna with a standard sunroof, which is an option on the LE. And down around the back, we have a small roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then in the back here, we're going to go with standard lighting in the back, the hybrid Toyota badge, and then Sienna in black underneath that, and then HEV for hybrid electric vehicle on the left, LE for the trim level on the right, and then we have our exhaust tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. We are under the hood of this Sienna LE, and we have Toyota's 2.5-liter inline four-cylinder hybrid engine mated to an electronically controlled CVT, 245 net horsepower, 176 net pound-feet of torque. MPGs, pretty simple, 36 in the city, 36 on the highway, 36 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 25 Sienna LE 8-passenger, $39,185. This vehicle's got a few options on it, including the LE Plus package, which we'll go over when we check out the window sticker once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,450 from Toyota's Princeton, Indiana assembly plant. We have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $43,010. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we have a tri-tone look on the door. So we're going to go light gray across the top in soft touch, light gray door handle, then medium gray armrest that's soft with stitching. Then we're going to have this flat black rib design on the trim in and around the switch gear. Down below is going to be black, but it's going to be hard black plastic down below. Good sized door pocket, standard audio system. Nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the flat black Sienna door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. Power seat without lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger. Then we're going to have gray fabric, fairly firm on the bolstering. We are going to have a very, very subtle insert design, and the headrests feel firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Over to the dash, we're going to have hard black plastic, and then hard black plastic, and then we're going to have some brushed aluminum trim into your heat and air vent, and then we're going to have light gray hard black plastic, and then some soft touch right here. We do have a shelf for you to lie your phone, but it is not rubberized, so things may slide around. And then underneath that, we do have a nice large glove box. Now, as we swing over, we have a 8-inch infotainment system, but the frame around it is going to hold the bigger one. So they're using the same frame, but with the LE, they have the smaller system stuck on in here. But it is the latest and greatest system, so you have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav through subscription service only. We go to music, we have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth music. We have our vehicle settings where you can set up your climate, trip info, vehicle alerts, general settings where you can hook up your driver profile, Bluetooth your phone, set up your Wi-Fi hotspot if you need to. They do have some vehicle customization in here for your lights, door controls, and climate control. But otherwise, it's a pretty basic system. Now, as we go to reverse, there we go. We have the old backup camera that we see in the Corolla Cross. No trajectory, very fuzzy. This has got to change. Now, as we come down further, here's our dual climate right here, where you can sync them together or go to auto right here, and you're all set. We have a couple of heat and air vents. We have our 4-way hazards and our push button start. And then we have a wireless charging pad right there, USB. Here is the gear shift that's going to take you through the electronically controlled CVT, which does have simulated gears. And then we're going to go with this, again, flat black rib design trim, gloss black in here, drive modes. We'll check those out when we go through the dash. EV only mode, auto vehicle hold, electric brake. Again, the couple of cup holders, the Toyota key fob for the Sienna LE. Here you go. Lock, unlock, open each side door since they're automatic. Panic button, the hybrid Toyota badge on the back. And then more of this rib design here, but we do have a button. We can open this up, and we do have 2 USB-Cs and a larger area for storage underneath. And then this is a floating center console, so there's more room down here, and this is rubberized so things won't slide around, to store extra gear, and you have a 12-volt. Sienna steering wheel, we have a soft touch wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, Toyota badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of the Sienna. No problem, nice open and airy passenger cabin at 5'11". On the left, flat black on the switch gear, you got your telephone voice commands, volume controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right, cruise control, modes for your infotainment system, seek for your music, no paddles. On the left side, you have your controls for your headlights, turn signals. On the right side, front and rear wiper. Down here on the left, traction control off, adaptive high beams on or off, brighten dim the dash, trip odometer, open the fuel filler door, turn off the power side doors. We have another shelf right in here. This one is rubberized though. You can put some stuff. And then we do have a tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our analog digital combo, right? Analog gauges on the right for your speedometer and fuel level. And then on the left, you have your power reserve dial with your coolant temperature. And then you have a 7-inch display in the center. Now our drive modes, they're going to come up on the upper left of that digital display. So if we hit, we have sport, and then we have normal, you have nothing on, and then you have eco, and you get a little bit of green. So those are the 3 drive modes, not much of a display. We'll leave it in normal for right now. And then you do have additional information you can go through on the left, and some of these do have sub-menus that you can toggle through as well. It all depends on what you want to see when you're zipping down the road in your minivan. Overhead console, here you go. You can open up each side door from your overhead console. If you want your dome lighting to come on off when you open and close the door, this button right here remains in the center on door. So when you open the door, lighting comes on. Should be LED in a vehicle over 40 grand. Close the door, lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's emergency on the road. And a mirror so you can check on the people in the 3rd row. This does not fold all the way down to stick in sunglasses though. Now, here are the controls for the standard sunroof is part of this LE Plus package. The shade is manual, and then we have the left switch is going to send it open with your wind buffeter coming up. And then you can close it one touch, and then the right switch is going to give you the tilt up or close, and then you can bring it back with your hand. Rear view mirror, framed rear view mirror with auto dim and home link. And then we do have a sun visor with vanity and light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the mid row, we do have the power side door, so we just have to hit the button and back it goes automatically. Now we have plenty of room to get in. 3 across in the mid row. You have a grab handle in case you need to get in, but I'm going to get in no problem. No sweat. Now, once I'm in, I got plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. If you're about 5'10" or higher, though, you may have to duck a little bit to get into this mid row. My knees do feel a little high, but not bad. Cloth all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. In the back here, you do have 2 charging USB-Cs. It says Sienna there, so you know what minivan you got into. And then we have 2 cup holders down there on the ground. And then the mid row, again, we have the same cloth, as you can see, and they do feel pretty good for base seats. We do have those sunshades. This one on the passenger side is up, kind of give you a look to see what that's like. And overall, though, it is pretty comfortable here in the Sienna. I have to give it that. Above your mid-row seats in the roof of the Sienna, you do have your rear climate control right here. Right now it's synced with the driver, and these buttons will go up or down in temperature. Getting in row number 3, it's pretty simple. You just have to pull this lever, and the seat goes forward just like that. And now you have plenty of room to step right on in. And once I'm in, the 3rd row, you have the same color combo with pretty soft headrest, pretty soft material. And then on the back right, you have 2 cup holders and 2 USB-Cs. But over here on the back left, I just have 2 cup holders. So if I'm sitting on the left side and I want to charge up, I'll have to string my cord over my buddy's lap. But there you have it. Now, in the back, I haven't showed you this yet, you do have heat and air vents in the roof for the mid row and the 3rd row on either side. So there shouldn't be an issue getting passengers comfortable all the way back here. Now, once I'm in the 3rd row, I got enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". If I scooch over behind this one, I got plenty of room. And this is set for me. And I got plenty of room. So as a full-size adult, no problem sitting back here for a long period of time. And if there's nobody up here and I'm in the 3rd row and I need to get out myself, I can pull this strap that's down here on the floor. And the seat will go back, and I can use my foot to push it forward. Now I can let myself out. Getting into the back of this Sienna, well, it's a manual tailgate, so you come in and right above the license plate, there's a button, you push it, and you lift up. Pretty light tailgate now. With the 3rd row up, 33.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Sienna. We have a very deep area here with the 3rd row up. It almost goes to my elbow if I stick my arm in. So nice and deep, plenty of room for stuff. We have a cubby over here. We have a strap if you need to tie things down. And now to get the 3rd row down, it's a one-handed job. Now you can use this strap with your other hand to guide it, but this is the mechanism that drops the seat. So you pull the handle, seat comes back, then you just shove it forward. Pull the handle, seat comes back, and then it just goes forward and you push them down and they lock into place. So now with the 3rd row down and that mid row all the way folded frontwards, we're looking at 101 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Sienna minivan. Sienna window sticker, here we go. Sienna LE 8-passenger ice cap, made in Princeton, Indiana. There are the government safety ratings, fuel economy estimates, standard equipment, Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 in here. You would think it'd be 3.0, because I did do a design refresh on this. There's that LE Plus package for $1,700. Total vehicle MSRP, just over 43 G's. Take this baby out for a spin. right, we're on the road in this 25 Sienna LE base trim action. We're up on highway speeds right now. We are getting some wind noise through the windshield, no doubt about that. But the road noise is minimal. Suspension feels good, really smooth to drive down the road. Really smooth. I got great visibility out of all the glass. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision in here for safety. Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 in this LE 8 passenger. And I got LED lights up front for safety as well. And if you're wondering how big the gas tank is in the Sienna LE 8 passenger, it's 18 gallons. So if you average what the gas mileage estimate is for this hybrid, which is 36 miles per gallon, if that's what you get on average, you're looking at 648 miles of total range to a tank of gas. That is massive. I could get from central New Jersey to Tennessee without having to stop for gas. That's the kind of range this thing has on a full tank. It is made for those long road trips all over the country, and it's smooth. It holds a lot of people. It holds a lot of gear. You got the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. You got a wireless charging pad. Now, you're not going to have heated seats, heated steering wheel in this base trim, but you know what? If you want to keep the cost down, and it's 17 grand, cheaper than the top trim. Yeah, you don't have the vacuum and all that stuff, but it gets the job done for a less of a price. And you still benefit from the hybrid action. And you know what? Toyota sells Siennas like crazy. I'm very lucky that this one was still on the lot. Most likely the reason it's not all-wheel drive. The LE all-wheel drives fly off the lot. This is a LE front-wheel drive, so it's been here about a week. And so I got lucky that I could film this one. But some people, if you're living in an area where you don't get adverse weather in the winter, you may want to go front-wheel drive and save yourself some more money. But 43 grand, yeah, I mean, 43 grand is a lot of money for a car, but believe it or not, it's about $5,500 less than the average cost of a new car today in the United States, which is about $48,500. So we're $5,500 under the average cost of a car. It's getting insane, the price of cars. And 43 is a lot of friggin' money. But if you need a minivan and you want to keep the cost down, it's either going to be this one if you want that hybrid action and the Toyota reputation for reliability, or you're going to go with something like a Kia Carnival hybrid, which you probably can get for less. Their LX hybrid is going to be a bit less than this. Now, the turning radius in here is 19.1 feet. It's Monday, garbage cans are out, and we miss it. Now, this does have a manual gear, a manual shift mode. So we're going to try it. We're going to put this into sport. And we're going to move the gear shift over and shift like it's a 6-speed. You know what? I can't hear any simulated shifts at all. And even though it's in sport mode, it feels like the same as normal. Now in the downshift, you can hear that but on the upshift, there's a little pause, but there's no actual real simulated shift. But I don't know who's going to drive this hybrid in sport with the gear shift substituting for a 6-speed. I don't think people are going to drive that like that. I think a lot of people are going to drive this in eco mode and try to beat the 36 miles per gallon MPG that this thing is estimated at. But you let me know. If you're in the minivan game, are you going Sienna? And if you are, would you go with this base LE trim to get the big MPGs, to get that huge amount of range, but to save yourself some money over those higher level trims. You let me know. And if you're not going Sienna, where else are you going to go? Are you going to go Odyssey from Honda? You're going to go with Kia Carnival? You're going to go with Chrysler Pacifica? Because that's it in the minivan game anymore. It's only about a 4 or 5% market in the United States, so it's really come down from its heights 20 years ago. So more people want to get into SUVs than minivans, so you let me know what you would do. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2025 Toyota Sienna LE front-wheel drive hybrid in ice cap for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.